Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Potato Panda TV here today, and today's gonna be my Magic the Gathering video for this week. And what I got today is I decided to pick up a, a booster, a themed booster pack of for the green themed booster pack or box or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's because I recently started doing started putting together a red, green, white commander deck, and I want to have it focused as with as many dinosaurs as possible. And I know there's quite a few dinosaurs in the green decks, or I mean, I know there's not a ton, but most of the dinosaurs I've ever come across have been in the green theme, so that's why I figured I'd go ahead and start that or get a green themed deck and see or a pack and see what goes or what I got on here. And for this, it has enhanced a green deck with 35 cards from Theros Beyond Death, including at least one rare or mythic rare card. Add 25 lands to start building a 60 card deck. So, I mean, it's not, I guess, kind of, it's only got like, other than the lands, it's only got about like 10 cards in there, it looks like. So, it's got 35 cards total, but 25 lands. And so, I mean that will help out quite a bit because I always need land for commander deck, so be nice to have that to start out with, so I don't have to look through my whole collection just for land. And so, I mean, I guess any bit helps out. So I'll go ahead and see what we got in here. Got the little security thing. Our little metal detector thing to make sure that people aren't stealing stealing the stuff. And I don't know, I guess seems kind of expensive. These color themed decks are usually around $7 or $8, so it seems kind of expensive, but it is what it is. Oh, so I thought they said there'd be 25 land in here, but apparently I must have misread the box and I threw it away. But let's see. I guess I'll look through here and see. Don't really understand why they throw these little things in here. Just I think most people know about Arena anyway, so I don't really get the point of having those little cards in there like that. But I got Return to Nature. Just choose one. Destroy target artifact, destroy enchantment, or exile target card from graveyard. So I don't know if I'll go through all of these just because it's kind of tedious trying to go through all of this. But just trying to point out some of the ones I might use for my deck. When Hyra's Tower Scout enters the battlefield, untap one creature. Ferocious Typhoon. Escape one. Exile four other cards from your graveyard. That's kind of. Don't think I'll use that one. Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, Citizen Skirmisher gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I always hate those ones that are like plus those enchantments that are like until end of turn. I wish there was more like permanent enchantments. Yes, it's Sustainin Skirmisher. No, it's Sustainin Training. Enchantments. Enchant creature control. When he enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. Sorcerer creatures. You control get +X till end of turn, where X is your devotion to green. Each green and the mana cost of permanents you control counts towards your devotion to green. So it's each green and the mana cost of permanents. So, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was just the number of green mana you had on your board, but I guess that's not necessarily the case. It's each green and the mana cost of the permanents you control. So, and if you have, I guess it's just like if you have one of these things that costs 2 green, and you have two that cost 2 green and one that costs 3 green, that would be 2, 4, 7. So you get +7. And I kind of hate these cards, kind of like these cards. I just kind of like these cards because I like it how it's just got the full, instead of them being like this, where it's got the lighter colored thing where the words and stuff are. I kind of like how it's got the whole all black where the word is, but it's kind of hate how it's all these enchantments are. Your power is equal to your devotion to green. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So, I mean, I guess that's a maybe for my commander deck. So we'll see how it goes. I already had that one, so there's a duplicate I can't use. I think I've seen a couple. I've already gotten a couple. Huh. I've already started seeing a couple duplicates already, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Moss Viper, that's another one I might use for my commander deck. As it's got Death Touch. So it's only a 1/1 and it costs 1 green mana, so it's definitely a possibility since it doesn't take a ton of mana to cast. Hydra's Growth. When an enchant creature, when Hydra's Growth enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 on counter enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on enchanted creature. So I guess that could go pretty quick where it's beginning of upkeep. So if I put this on somebody, it puts a +1/+1 on them the first time. Then the next time I do upkeep, it gets a +2/+2. And then I guess the next time I do it, it gets a +4/+4, and then +8/+8, and so on. So that could be, I'd probably put that in my possible deck. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card and or land from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. That's another possibility. Nothing special. Nile's Huntsmaster. Elysian Caryatide. If you tap, add 1 mana of any color. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 mana of any one color instead. So I'll definitely put that as a possibility for my commander deck. Whenever I land card in it, Skola Grave Dancer. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. For 2 colorless and a blue or a purple or green, put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Nothing good one. Nothing special. Destroy target creature with flying. So that's kind of another death touch card, and I always kind of like death touch cards. So this one's only for flying, but I guess that could help out because whenever you're facing off against a flyer. And then you got an Omen of the Hunt, where you can search your library for basic land, put in a battlefield tap, then shuffle the library for 2 colorless or green, sacrifice, and then scry 2, which is I don't think I'd probably use, but Gift of Strength, target creature gets +3/+3. I think I saw this towards the end of the pack as well, so I'll probably put one of those in there. That's one of these saga cards. Each player puts the top 3 cards of the library in the graveyard. Exile up to 2 target creatures cards from graveyard. For each creature you can exile this way, you gain 1 life. Not really. Saga cards are kind of neat to look at, but they're nothing usually ever super special. Each one trainer enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power on target creature with flying an opponent controls. It's kind of one of those maybe cards. I'll put in the maybe. Let's see, I think I have. Let's see, I found another Death Touch card, but yep, that was the one I already had. It was a kind of snake. As Death Touch, but I already have it, so you can't put duplicates into the into the commander. Warrior Blessing, enchant creature control. When he enters the battlefield, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Kind of meh. I think I Return to Nature already. I think that was the first card I showed. Then the target creature gets +3/+3. The Gift of the Wrath. At the beginning of your upkeep on your turn, target enchanted creature or enchantment creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. Nothing special. That's kind of I might use that. Wolf Willow Haven, enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional green mana. For 4 colorless and a green, sacrifice, create a 2/2 wolf creature token. Only activate this ability only during your turn. I guess that's always good. Adds anything that adds mana is always a strong possibility for addition. Omen of the Hunt, already did that one. Mystic Repel, instant put target enchantment on the bottom of its owner's library. Kind of a Nexus Warden's Reach, Constellation, whenever an enchantment creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 2 life. That's kind of a maybe. And Nextborn Colossus, 3 colorless, 3 green, enchantment creature, giant. So he's look like he doesn't have any abilities, but he's 6/7. Like I said, 3 colorless, 3 green. So that's another maybe, and then got this. Looks like I got 3 of this card where it's just target creature gets +3/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. And this is the last card I got is this is my I didn't get a mystic, but I got a rare. It's one of these saga cards. Let's see what we got here. The first Erowin games. As the saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lower counter. Sacrifice after 4. So the first one is create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Phase 2 is put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Third is if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw 2 cards. Stage 5, create a gold token. So I mean, it's kind of cool. I didn't really see a ton of like for sure cards I want to put into my uh, red white or red green white commander deck, but I saw a couple that I'm pretty sure I'll add in and a couple maybe. So I guess it was at least something. But I appreciate you taking the time to stop by, and I'll hopefully see you next time.